keeping that, y'all.
In the ongoing court battle over whether Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade will be disqualified from their case against former President Donald Trump and several others accused of interfering with Georgia's 2020 election.
So today, Nathan Wade, he actually submitted a new court filing asking the judge to counsel what could be a pivotal private court proceeding. Investigative reporter Zach Merchant has been following this case from the very beginning. So, Zach, what does all of this mean?
Well, guys, it's important.
Before Zach gets started, I wonder if Nathan is sitting there saying, damn it, I should have just stayed with Joycelyn. Because, y'all, I believe that these people could not only be taken off of this case, allegedly, right? But could potentially lose your reputation, right? And then lose your damn law license, everything you worked for. Because this is sounding crazy, even for Nate, okay? And this is the law. This is the law. Shout out to Sandy and Lisa. But this is the law. They lawyers, okay? So this is just me. I only got an associate's degree. I'm not a lawyer, okay? I just play one on YouTube sometimes, all right? This is crazy, okay? Nathan said, now I want to try to do this. We've been trying. If they had just admitted that they had an affair, I think this maybe wouldn't have gone as far as it has. So now, since everybody wants to stand 10 toes down, you're losing so much more. I'm just saying. If Fani didn't come down there, she wouldn't have ran off at the mouth and we wouldn't know about the money she was misusing. If they had just went ahead and recused themselves, then nobody would have pushed. Or if Nathan had gone ahead and broke off Joycelyn, I guess, as she needed it to be. I don't know, child. I don't know. Anyway, shout out to Kevin, the software tester. Appreciate you, hon. Always good to see you up in here. He says, can you show the star in the... not the in the purple again. This is child, what is her name? Haley Bailey. This is Chloe Bailey. Y'all ain't ish. Hit the daggone like button and subscribe if you are new. Come on now. Come on.
Not get lost in the legal jargon. At its core, this filing gets to an essential part of the defense team's argument as that team seeks answers from a witness they consider key to their efforts to remove both DA Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade from the case. That witness, Terrence Bradley, Wade's former law partner and one-time divorce lawyer. At last week's hearing, defense attorneys spent hours trying to get Bradley to answer when Willis and Wade began their romantic relationship.
When Willis and Wade began their romantic relationship. That's important for today's information, y'all.
The defense attorneys are alleging it started before Willis named Wade as a special prosecutor in the case, and that role for him allowed both of them to financially benefit from the case. But Bradley testified he couldn't say anything because, in his view, any information he may have was protected by attorney-client privilege. Fulton County Judge Scott McAfee looked ready to accept that argument until just before the end of Friday's hearing, when Bradley gave an answer that seemed to reopen the issue.
Now I'm left wondering if Mr. Bradley has been properly interpreting privilege this entire time.
Ain't that your job, Judge? Aren't you in charge of this kangaroo case? Aren't you the one that's supposed to be making these determinations? So when somebody said that this dude here, this judge here, is in the Fanny's pocket now, allegedly, I'm not really saying he's in the pocket, but they definitely are cool with each other. If I'm not mistaken, one is the mentor to the other. I'm not sure which way. So he was being very nice during that time that she was on the stand and allowing some things to go. And I'm no lawyer, but like I said, I was like, this don't look right. This don't sound right, but okay, whatever. And then you got Lee.
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
Child Decline Management says that she was his boss. And then because Lee said earlier that Atlanta is so small, even though people might think that it's big, it's very, very small and everybody know everybody. And then you talk about the legal system, which is only so big. Everybody knows everybody, which is why originally I was like, Lee's not talking about this because he probably knows these people. But it looks like he said, F all that. I'm going to talk now.
The judge asked Bradley and his attorney to join him for a private, off-the-record proceeding to determine whether Bradley really was covered by attorney-client privilege last Friday, but apparently that did not happen. And now, in today's court filing, Wade is asking Judge McAfee to cancel it altogether and uphold the attorney-client privilege shield. Here's why this matters. The stakes are substantial. If the judge does have that meeting and decides Bradley was not claiming privilege properly, defense attorneys could get another chance to question him under oath about the origins of Willis and Wade's relationship.
All right.
The origins of Willis and Wade's relationship. So I saw, I think it was Earl that says that them effing is not a crime. You know what? You're absolutely right. It's not. I don't think that that's what the issue is. The issue is the fact that did you bring him on here and give him more money? And one, it could be, remember the lady who was also in Atlanta who was sexually harassing that her subordinate because he was done with the relationship. And she said, I don't know who you think you are. You're not going to tell me. If I say you're going to continue to F me, you're going to continue to F me. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. You're not going to tell me. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'm going to tell you. You're not going to tell me. I'm going to tell you. Because, gentlemen, it's your job to listen, even when it comes with being and giving the grade A, okay? You're going to give it to them when they want to, when they say to, how they want to. And if you're not going to do it, somebody else will. And, or you crust, dust, must, rust, ashy ass bums, okay? Because that's how that works. And then she admitted to the fact that she was using campaign funds. That's what I was looking for, in order to slide on over to Nathan talking about she got all this money in the house. Girl, you're out here. ATL is crime ridden. You out here talking about you got money in the house. Girl, if you don't go on some damn where, she's sliding $2,500 here, $1,500 there. Girl, it could be $50 they gonna come over there. I'm just saying. But anyway, so now we got cell phone data. Shout out to today's hit. Cell phone data calls Nathan Wade's testimony into question. So Nate, Nate, was that Fani worth it? Was Fanny's Fani worth it at the end of the day? Because now you was already looking crazy. Now you're looking like a complete and utter fool, lying under oath over. All they had to do was say yes, yes, and yes. And it wouldn't have looked good. They could have recused themselves, which is what I said like 3 or 4 weeks ago. But no. We're going to go down. We're going to continue to fight because we're Black. I guess maybe they thought DNI was going to work. And during Black History Month, I'm sure they thought nothing like this would ever happen during Black History Month.
Well, all new at noon, cell phone data from Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade's phone appears to show he visited the neighborhood where Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis lived at least 35 times in 2021.
Oh, no. No. I know you effing lying. Shout out to Mona D in the building. Always good to see you, hon. No. Nathan.
And this information appears to contradict testimony Wade gave in court last week. He said he visited Willis's condo no more than 10 times before she hired him on as special prosecutor in the election interference case in November of 2021. But cell phone data appears to show his phone connecting to nearby towers roughly 3 dozen times between January and November of that year. The data is included in a filing from former President Donald Trump's attorneys. They want Willis and Wade to be disqualified over accusations that they enriched themselves.
Back it on up.
To be disqualified over accusations that they enriched themselves.
Nate, this what you lying for? Allegedly.
To be disqualified over accusations that they enriched themselves through their work on this case. The data could prove a relationship began earlier than previously admitted in court.
Uh-oh.
When did you start dating? When I started dating Mr. Wade, it was right around then.
April 2020?
22.
So we also learned that the judge has set a March 1st hearing over motions to disqualify DA Willis from this case. And it comes as Wade tries to block private testimony from his former attorney that could be critical in this case. Defense attorneys believe Terrence Bradley can confirm when this relationship began. But Wade is asking the judge to cancel further questions to uphold attorney-client privilege. We are also learning about 2 ethics complaints that are now filed against DA Willis. The Fulton County Board of Ethics will hear those complaints during a specially scheduled meeting that is set for March 7th.
Child, March. We can't wait till March. This is too good. We cannot wait till March. Somebody need to do something about that because that's just not fair. Okay. So here's the thing about this. Oh, you thought we was done, y'all? We're not. So here's the thing about this stuff, right? Nate. And even Fani at this point, child, y'all really was trying to go down. Y'all know about what happened with the damn cell phones either yesterday or the day before yesterday, child. And they went down and people didn't know what to do and blah, blah, blah. Child, I just blamed it on the C. When my calls was hanging up, I'm like, child, it's the C. I didn't even know. You can't get away from, like somebody just said, technology. And the thing is that Trump or his mans or they lawyer or whoever the hell it was said, we not going to stop. You can hate me now. Shout out to Tiffany Henyard for playing that song. But we won't stop now. All right. I'm just saying. So now we got Scripps News, child. Cell phone data contradicts Fani Willis testimony. And before it even gets here, because this is not looking good, even though it hasn't been looking good, it's looking worse. I promise you, allegedly, I believe that Fani will still come out and say that this is all racist.
An explosive court filing in Atlanta today, now raising new questions about Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and the relationship that she had with the special prosecutor that she hired to oversee the election interference case against former President Donald Trump. Cell phone data obtained by Trump's legal team shows Nathan Wade, that special prosecutor, visited Willis's neighborhood at least 35 times in the 11 months before Willis hired him in late 2021.
Oh, Fani, Nate, Fani. I thought y'all didn't know each other. But shout out to Jay Gray in the building. Yes, Trump and them don't play. Who did y'all think you was messing with? Because my first question was, well, how the hell they get the phone records? Are you allowed to have people's phone records just because you want them? Like, I'm just confused by that. And I'm no lawyer. I only play one on YouTube sometimes. But that I just don't understand, child. But they said, oh, we got it. We got it. Don't everybody already know about the ping, 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 right? Ooh, Lord. Just think about this. Shout out to Alexander X. I see you, hon. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, hon. Just think about how this started, right? She wanted to take down Trump. Fine, got it, understood, right? She went ahead and went with Young Thug, right? And whoever the hell else after that, okay? Talk all that sugar honey iced tea, brought all them people in, had them mugshots taken, put them mugshots out, did all this mess to stir all this up. Do you not know who Donald Trump is? You know I'm not a fan, but I've known Donald Trump ever since I could know what names were. That's how long I've known and heard of this man. That's why I don't care for him, okay? But she didn't know who she was dealing with. You don't think that he gonna go find out whatever it is he need to find out and do whatever the hell it is he needs to do? Now, I would kind of expect him to do one of the Tiffany Henyard moves, but I guess he ain't that bad. Because at least I don't think he done nothing like Tiffany Henyard is doing, okay? But he's not going to go down without a fight. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Donald Trump is not going to go down with nada and nothing without a GD fight. That's all I'm saying. And he going to fight. And he got the money to do it. Even with his fine, there's people out there talking about they trying to raise money to pay his daggone fine. And I'm like, I thought the eggs and the bread was too much. Y'all about to pay a $335 million fine, I think it was, or however much it is, child. You white people can go on, child. Go on. And even you blacks, you colors, if you're gonna go ahead and pay it, I promise you, I'm not doing that, child. I can take that money and and get on a cruise, child. I ain't got time. Shout out to Dane C with another 2. Appreciate you, honey. He says, nah, Nate was in the area, but Stop this right now, okay? I cannot. Y'all crazy. Shout out to the chat. I appreciate you. Best chat on YouTube. All the regulars aren't here. Y'all are doing the damn thing. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Come on, Scripps. Give us the tea.
Twice, Wade arrived late at night and left early the following morning.
Ooh, back it on up, back it on up, back it on up.
21. Twice, Wade arrived late at night and left early the following morning.
Maybe that's when he was getting his ganja from Dane C. That's what was going on. Y'all had a long conversation, Dane?
The data shows about 2,000 calls and 12,000 text messages between Wade and Willis from January.
Y'all, I'm going to rewind it, but I just wanted to say, I promise you, you do not have 2,000 calls between me and my mama. I ain't got no 2,000 calls and texts between no damn body. Okay, not even my granddaughter who can't stay off the damn phone. What in the world? Woo! Stuff must have been hot and heavy, child. Must have been hot and heavy.
Early the following morning. The data shows about 2,000 calls and 12,000 text messages between Wade and Willis from January to November 2021. Why this matters, the timeline is everything in this case. Joining me now on the phone is former Assistant District Attorney of Fulton County, Daryl Cohen. Daryl, thanks for joining us. We sat and watched as this hearing originally started.
Alexander X, don't forget he's married. He was married. He was married. Okay, let's not forget that part. All right, but let me let this girl talk.
What do you make of these new revelations?
This is damning. At the very best, it's troubling. It seems to completely contradict the testimony of both Fani Willis and of Nathan Wade. And because of that, this could be a complete game changer in terms of how Judge McAfee decides to rule.
The timeline here, the timeline is extremely important. Get viewers up to speed about why this timeline matters.
Well, it matters because the testimony has been that Fani Willis and Nathan Wade became friends. They met at a conference, and he was hired before any of this took place, and that they did not have any type of relationship other than completely a business relationship. Now, if these texts and if these pings on the telephone are accurate, that changes the entire ball game and means that there could be some untruth that's been told under oath.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry to interrupt, but child, don't let them put out what was exchanged during those text messages. I have a feeling that might be next. Okay. And that's going to be a mess. Shout out to Jay Gray. Thank you so much, hon. Appreciate you. He said, Fanny's job title needs unbigging. Y'all ain't shit. Jesus, you ain't shit. Shout out to Jay Gray. Appreciate you. Shout out to Stormy. He said the research showed. Ain't that what he said? Shout out to Kevin. He said, kiss me through the phone. Child, they was doing something. Don't let them text messages come out. Don't let them text messages come out, y'all, because I think it's going to be done. Okay. Child, what? So allegedly, Joycelyn was having an affair first, though, y'all. Just FYI, allegedly. Joycelyn was having an affair first, I believe, with Nathan's friend. Child, lead attorney is right, y'all.
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
In other words, it could be perjury, and I hope it isn't,
And
because this is very sad.
Yeah, I mean, at the heart of the matter, really, then, in this case right now, this has nothing to do with the actual case against Donald Trump and the other co-defendants in the election interference case. This is all to do with if Fani Willis, the district attorney, benefited financially from hiring who we know now ended up being her boyfriend. So that's why the time
her side piece, or she was the side piece. I know she's trying to simplify it, but at the end of the day, it's people's sides. But there's no settling, y'all. Black women don't settle. There's no settling. How dare people tell Black women to settle? People are always telling Black women that they need to settle. I got an ABCD PhD and I will not settle.
now ended up being her boyfriend. So that's why the timeline of this is so important. If it happened before, then there's a problem. If it happened after, it might be a problem as far as optics are concerned, but not necessarily something that would get the
OMG.
office kicked off.
Pause. Earl. I didn't even think about that. OMG. I'm not reading it, but y'all see what it says. Oh my God. 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 Woo, Lord, Lord. See, all that is just the salacious part, okay? That just makes this even worse just because we just know about it, even though we shouldn't know about it. But if I know Donald Trump, and I promise you, I do know Donald Trump, and they can get them messages, and there are pictures, it's going to get out. It'll be leaked. Allegedly. I am not talking negatively about Donald J. Trump, y'all. Do not come see me. I'm just thinking, I believe it'll get leaked. Shout out to Decline Management. I agree that that is not relevant, but it's just for embarrassment purposes. That's all. To make it more salacious. That's all. It's got nothing to do with anything. It's just the fact that if they're going to use it, they might use it though to confirm an established relationship beforehand because they said it wasn't true. So that's not necessarily true what you're saying. If they do have what Earl just said, well before they said previously they knew each other, then clearly they've had some sort of relationship beforehand, and they could just go ahead and use that. So if it's in there, it's gonna get revealed. That's what I think. I think it will. But woo, Lord, y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
Case. Now, let's just say the Fani Willis's entire office gets removed from this case. What happens next?
Then it goes to the prosecutor's counsel, and they locate a district attorney's office who is capable and willing of prosecuting the case. That could be near impossible. Clayton County District Attorney has already said she cannot handle it. That leaves DeKalb County, Cobb County, and that's about it. Because it has to be a large office that has the ability and the people to prosecute it, and the budget, because the budget's going to just explode with this type of case.
So you're saying it could get thrown out altogether?
I'm not saying that, but it could. This is predictably unpredictable.
Right.
None of this had been predicted, but it's taking on a case. It's a case that's taking on its own course, and we have no idea why it did what it did, but it's taking on a life of its own. So as each revelation unfolds, it becomes more and more troubling.
Bueller.
I'm not sure you stopped talking yet because I can't hear you at this moment, but...
Oh, I'm sorry. I can hear.
No, that's not you. Did Fani Willis, didn't she know that they would be able to get these records?
Hello?
You know something? I think some of us, when affairs of the heart get in the way of affairs of the mind, we don't believe that we're visible. We think we're invisible and invincible. And I like Fani very much, but I am so disappointed in what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing.
Look at that. I didn't even realize who this man was. I mean, I don't know him, of course, but I'm just seeing that his name is Daryl Cohen. He's a former assistant district attorney on Fulton County. Now, I don't know Atlanta like some of y'all know Atlanta. I've only been there once, right? So if it's so small, like Lead says, then you hear him. I don't want to talk about her. I'm so disappointed. You see that? Woo, Lord.
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
And like Willis Martin said, what's his name is Nathan is getting 600. Is it 650,000 more? It's about 500,000 more than everyone else. And then she's allegedly giving him money on the side. That's the problem. All this extra stuff is just salacious, of course, and we're here for it. But if they have the text messages, the next thing is to see what they say. And then if it's something in there, like what Earl said, that proves they knew each other, there was an established relationship, and it's impropriety, if I'm not mistaken, at least the look of it anyway. Woo, Lord. All they had to do was tell the damn truth. And the point of all this for the person who started this, which was not Donald Trump, it was one of his co-conspirators. I don't know which one it was. He was trying to get him thrown off of the case, and then they want the case thrown out. And what Daryl just said basically is that if they get thrown off, there's no one available to prosecute this case. So in essence, it sounds like allegedly that the case would get potentially thrown out.
We do not care